Welcome, welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, bringing you another Star Citizen video. And today we're going to do a ship rundown on the Esperia Talon and the Talon Shrike. These are both Tevarin light fighters that we are getting to fly for the first time in 3.12. And if you didn't know, 3.12 is on the PTU Wave 1 right now. So concierge and subscribers have their crack at the test universe. You know, you get to find out what kind of bugs and stuff are in the game, and you're going to see a few in this video. So let's take a look at some of the, components of the Talon, the regular Talon, not the Talon Shrike. Now, as you can see, the regular Talon has, as far as weapons are concerned, it's going to have two size 4s, but it comes two size 3s gimbaled. I would recommend going with the size 4s. They're going to punch a little higher than what those size 3s will. They're going to be much more effective than what you can expect normally. So yeah, go with the size 4s. Now on the Shrike, it's a little different. It only comes with two size 2 guns. So yeah, those are actually gimbaled size 1s default. You're definitely going to want to upgrade to the size 2 fixed. Those are going to be your best bet for both of those ships. Now, as far as other components, it has 2 coolers, it has a power plant 1, and it's also got 2 shields. Now, all of these come stock with, I think, grade C military components. You're definitely going to want to upgrade those because, I mean, the ship is cool, it's maneuverable, and all that, but it's not going to be the toughest ship in the world, and you're not going to win the battle of attrition. You need to, strike hard, strike fast, get the opponent out of there quickly. It is a light fighter, not a medium or a heavy fighter. It's not a Hornet. It's not a Vanguard. You don't fly it like that. It's very maneuverable, so you definitely want to use that maneuverability. As far as maneuverability, I think it's more maneuverable than a Gladius, but I'm going to have to get back into Gladius to double check that. It's not as maneuverable as a Cartu Owl. Probably not as maneuverable as an Arrow, but definitely I'm feeling like it's probably a little more maneuverable than the Gladius. So some of you Gladius fans may not like that, but guess what? The Gladius is probably an all-around tougher, harder-hitting ship. I have not tested this with the fixed size 4s. I do know that my experience with the size 3s gimbaled was not a very good one. You'll see in this video when I take on a Cuddy Black, an NPC version, that it takes a little while to wear them down. There is some overheating issues, but of course I didn't have, grade A components on everything. I just switched out a few components here and there for whatever I had in my inventory, and so nothing was really grade A on this Talon or on the Talon Shrike. I have not flown the Talon Shrike to see how devastating the missiles are. I just haven't had a chance to do that. I wanted you guys to see this early as 3.12 dropped tonight. So I'm hoping to get this out before midnight my time. Hopefully you guys will get a chance to watch this thing and you'll like this video. Now, as far as the iridescent color on the ship, it's more emerald to me. I didn't really notice a whole lot of iridescence. Maybe it's graphics, maybe it's the way the sun was hitting it. I don't know. It just seems more emerald to me. This thing looks like a macaw. It's a flying macaw. Not that that's not, a good thing. It's still cool if you ask me. I still think it's a cool ship. I still like the way it looks. I love the way it flies. It flies very well. It wasn't bad in combat. It was a little slow getting the kill on a Cuddy Black with the gimbaled size 3s. Obviously, the missile version, the Shrike, probably would have brought that thing down quicker because you're going to spam missiles. The thing has a lot of missiles. When I say a lot, that's an underestimation. It's got a crap ton of missiles. If you're going to fly the Shrike, it's probably going to cost you a pretty penny because you're going to have to reload those missiles. I did not check to see what the reload of missiles was, because that's one of the new things in 3.12. I haven't looked at the refinery decks yet. I did check out the Connie Andromeda's flight, and it does feel better. So you Connie fans, break out your Connies, dust them off. I think you're going to enjoy the flight characteristics a little bit more. They're not, you know, it's not nimble like this thing, but it's pretty nice. It's actually much more enjoyable to fly now. So definitely break out the Connies in 3.12 when you get a chance, because you'll like the changes, at least the flight characteristics. So here I am. I'm gonna take this thing into combat. I'm going back towards this eliminate hostiles. Now some of the missions are broke. Okay, and you saw the canopy issues. That's broke. We still have canopy issues. They did have a fix, but they took it out because it kind of broke it to where you couldn't get out of the seat after that. But this ship is definitely plagued by that as well. You're going to see the canopy open and close quite frequently. It's really annoying. Unless you're flying in, third person, you're not actually having to deal with the way that it looks when you're doing that. So yeah, here I am encountering this Cuddy Black. Some of my keybinds haven't crossed over from the PU because I just didn't really take the time to either do new keybinds or save them in the config files. I will make sure to do that before the next video. And yeah, let me know down below what you guys want to see next. Do you want to see refineries? Do you want to see the mining UI? What do you want to see from 3.12 next from me? And if I have time tomorrow, which I hope I do in the afternoon, I will be able to, put that video together for you guys to consume. But I am really interested in trying everything out 3.12. I just can't do it all at one time. You see here, I am able to land a few shots, but then you see that overheat warning. It keeps popping up. It's rearing its ugly little head. I think you're going to have to go with either an industrial size A, or an industrial class A power plant, or a military class A power plant. Maybe you won't overheat like I am doing. Oh yeah, great shot there. So I finally got him. I do like that the debris sticks around. I didn't capture the rest of that on video, but it looks really nice. I'm guessing that they are going more towards the physicalized debris. We're headed towards salvage. Eventually we're going to get salvage in, and they're going to need that physicalized debris in order for you to be a successful salvager. So I'm liking that they're starting to do that. It looks better and better, with each patch. So here I am going to go down to Aberdeen, and I'm going to do a little touch and go so that you guys can see how quickly or how maneuverable it is going down on the surface. You can see the landing gear come out, landing gear come up, etc. You can see the contrails here. There was a little bit of a heat buildup on the front of the ship. I just did not capture that in the video where you got, the fire and stuff all over it. Kind of cool seeing it on this thing, but it could be better. It could be better, sure. So here we are coming down for a landing on Aberdeen. I'm going pretty fast here. I'm just cutting the throttles back just a hair now, and I'm leveling off, and then I'm going to start my descent towards the surface. And then in typical Mud Dog landing fashion, right before we get to the surface, we're going to slam it down. Yeah. Make sure you slam it down. I don't know if you guys watch Master Ken on YouTube, but his thing is always restomp the groin. Mine may just be slam it down. So successful landing there, more or less. I do like the landing gear. The landing gear is really cool, and some of the feathers there actually, fold in when you go into landing gear mode, and then they fold back out when you put the landing gear out. Now here's another glitch. As you saw, all of a sudden my landing gear was back up, and then they extended again, and of course I made them come back up. But a little weird glitch there. There's a lot of those in 3.12 currently. I don't know if they're going to get to them before Christmas, to be honest. They like to rush out that Christmas patch, and we just have to deal with it for like a month. So don't expect to have the, I guess, the best patch in the world. I'm hoping there's a lot less 30Ks. I did experience one 30K in the midst of making this video. Just one. and I was on for probably an hour, hour and a half. Well, an hour. And I did experience that 130K early on. I didn't even get out of my hab. I was trying to fix some things up in my Mobi-Glass, and all of a sudden, nothing would save. So, yeah. If you wreck your Talon or it gets blown up and you do an insurance claim, it'll take 5.5 minutes or, 450 AUEC. Not too bad. So, guys, thanks for tuning in and watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.